Happy Walking Dead Sunday, YouTube and Facebook. JDev has returned with that amazing backdrop to give you exactly what you want. Of course, that would be more of me giving my thoughts, my opinions, and my award-winning, and I do mean award-winning expert analysis on a certain topic subject. Obviously, with that introduction, that can only be one thing. I'm here because of The Walking Dead. I am here to give my review of The Walking Dead since tonight was the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead Season 9 titled Adaptation. Of course, before I get into those specific details, if you're not caught up with The Walking Dead and don't want something spoiled, then you should probably not watch this episode because something might get spoiled. So you've been warned. So just going to be giving my thoughts on the episode, what I liked, maybe something I didn't like, and then my total score of the episode. Well, Adaptation, it was a good episode. Coming off of last year's mid-season finale, I don't think it was as good, but it certainly did some good things. One of which is it gave us Negan. There wasn't a lot of Negan. I mean, he had his moments, but it didn't seem like we got a lot of Negan for the season so far. And I think we got more of Negan in this episode than we have all season, uh, as far as I know. And it was good to see Negan, on his own, trying to do stuff, trying to see what the world's like after being locked away for 6 years. And it was pretty cool. And then, of course, showing us more of the Negan-Judith relationship. I think that was really good. And ultimately, I think that Negan will actually be the parent or guardian of Judith. Well, let's touch on that. So, spoiler alert, Denai Guerrero, who plays Michonne of The Walking Dead, it's been announced that next season will be her last season on The Walking Dead. She's signed up for like 3 or 4 episodes, maybe. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but a handful of episodes, I think is what I heard. So Michonne will be leaving the show. It sounds like she might try to join the Rick Walking Dead movie thing, but who's going to look after Judith then? I think Negan will be the one that does that. I really do. Since Daryl's taken over most of his role from the comic books. We'll see, but that's just my thoughts on that. But I like everything with Negan. I think he's a great character. He doesn't get enough time in the show, and they're making him more and more likable every time you see him. So Negan definitely had some good moments in this episode, and I really enjoyed it. What I didn't like. So I think this episode was a good episode, but last year's mid-season finale was crazy ending. And I think they should have followed up more with that, and maybe we should have met Alpha. The group should have met Alpha and Beta in this particular episode instead of just, what's his name? Alvin and Luke meeting Alpha with the shotgun, because I was Alpha. I would have preferred that she go to the hilltop, or Alexandria, probably the hilltop. And we should have met Alpha in this episode. So that's something I'm a little disappointed about. I'm tired of things dragging on. Maybe The Walking Dead needs to reduce the number of episodes they have per season. That way they don't have to drag things on. But I mean, it was still good. It just, that's what I would have preferred. I don't like waiting for certain things like that to happen. So that's another thing to point out. What else happened? So you had Michonne and Tara. And of course, more to Daryl, trying to torture Lydia, who's Alpha's daughter, who's locked in the cell at the hilltop. Good stuff there. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but that actress that's playing Lydia is pretty good. Although I really like the actress that's playing Judith. I just like that. I don't know. I just like Judith. What can I say? Especially with Negan, because everything Negan related is what I'm on board with. Apparently we got word that Rosita's pregnant or was pregnant and had a baby or something like that. I didn't quite catch everything to do with that, but something to do with Sadiq and Gabriel, that she was, whatever. I don't know. I'll have to go back and rewatch that particular scene. Something I missed when Eugene was getting treatment and Sadiq took Rosita out. But that's pretty interesting to see, and for some reason my eyes have gotten really blurry here, so if you're wondering why I'm having issues here, that's why. So that was good, or well, I'm not really sure if that's good or not, because I don't remember exactly what happened, or I wasn't paying attention good enough, I guess. Other than that, I mean, that was the majority of the episode was a lot to do with Negan, letting him experience the world 6 years later. And he got a new leather jacket, so that's good. Good for Negan. Hopefully he's comfortable with that one. So, Adaptation, good episode. If I had to score the episode, which I'm going to do, I would give Adaptation a 8.5 out of 10. It was a good episode. It was missing a few things. Well, the biggest thing it's missing was Carol. With the cast as low, with the main people leaving the show, with Rick and Morgan and Maggie all gone, you can't have an episode without Carol. That's just my opinion. So I give it an 8.5. It's still a solid score. Just would have liked to had a little bit more with Alpha towards the Hilltop group and Carol, obviously. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. And it was a good episode. And I'm looking forward to next week's. Hopefully, The Walking Dead can keep going. Although with people continuing to leave the show, I mean, hopefully they can lock some people up. Like they need to give Jeffrey Dean Morgan a 10-year contract. Of course, there's always hope for the cast of Fear will eventually come to The Walking Dead, which then that means we get Morgan, Alicia, John Dory, Strand, possibly Daniel, Troy, June. I don't know if they're all alive still. Who knows? I'm a little behind on Fear, actually. I've only watched the whole first half of the last season. Haven't watched the second half, so I'm not really sure what's going on with Fear the Walking Dead. So, but ultimately, I think that's what's going to happen. The cast of Fear will eventually end up on The Walking Dead. That way, they get their roster back. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode this week. If you want to write your opinions on the episode, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you like the video, which right now I'm having issues with my eyes being really blurry. I'm not sure whether that happened. You certainly can give your score in the comments section, and of course, thumb it up, thumb it down, whatever you want to do, but just do it. That's all I ask. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you again soon.